Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about not getting fixated on the problem. And last time I talked about problem solving, and that's one thing problem solvers don't do. They don't get fixated on a problem, because when you get fixated on the problem, it begins to consume your thought life, and if it consumes your thought life, it consumes your focus. And if that consumes your focus while you're looking at the problem, you'll miss opportunities. So understanding the idea of not possibility thinking, because that's something really different, but probability thinking. So that'll help you not get fixated on the problem. Probability thinking, some call it probabilistic thinking. And what it really is, it's using some logic and some math to estimate the most likely outcomes that you're looking for. Now, that helps you to get unstuck from being fixated on a problem. So the idea then is to look at the probabilities. What are your options? So you don't get focused on a problem, you get focused on the outcome. So what would be the outcomes of solving the problem? Why do you want to solve this problem? Where do you believe it will get you if you solve it? What is the return of solving the problem? What's the reward for solving the problem? Well, that'll help you be a probability thinker, because you should always be thinking about your future. The problem is just a green light that turns red just as you get to the intersection. How many times you've seen that? Green light, you want to catch it, and you start speeding up, and then the yellow, and sometimes you get a quick yellow, all of a sudden it's red. You were cruising along, and now you stopped. Well, what's the problem? Well, it's not a problem if you look at it as a traffic light. That red light is going to turn green soon, so there's a high probability you'll be moving just momentarily. Look at problems that way. Don't get fixated on it. Yeah, you were cruising along. Yeah, you had to slow down. Yeah, you had to stop. Well, welcome to the club. We all do. Solve the problem by understanding there's a high probability you're going to be on your way momentarily. So what do? Well, you ask the questions. Where am I? Where did I come from? What's my next steps? Okay, here's the obstacle to my next step. So how do I take the next step from here? And then when you begin to think through and calculate the different outcomes and estimate the time it'll take, which one of those are the best outcomes and how long will it take you to reach it? If you're doing that, you're problem solving, and you're not fixated on the problem, you're fixated on the outcome. And that's how to not be fixated on the negative. Be fixated on the positive. Keep moving forward toward your vision. Understand the possibility thinking and probability thinking are not the same, because all things are possible. But the probability is more scientific. You got math behind you. And people who work that way, with looking at the estimated time and what's needed for the outcomes, and then go for that, they sidestep the problem and they just get into the solution. So they're actually living in the solution before they solve the problem. So be a probability thinker. Don't get fixated on the problem. And you'll find your weeks and your months and your years do go much smoother. Doesn't mean you don't have problems, but the thing is, you'll have high probability. You'll pull it off and get another win in your column. Thanks for spending the time with me.